Hello everybody, happy Homebrew Wednesday here. Just getting myself a drink and we'll have a bit of a chat, tell you what's going on. This is the Veterans IPA that I brewed on VE Day, of which I've got the recipe there. I'll give you a quick rundown of what I used and what it's turned out like, and tell you what we've been going on about. Just let that fill up. And that'll do, we'll leave that there. It's just slightly, a little bit overcarbed for me is this, so I'll come round there and we'll get you set up and we'll have a little chat. Right, there we are. We'll get settled eventually. So, like I said, happy Homebrew Wednesday here, and cheers everybody. My glasses and my pad. So this is a beer I brewed on VE Day, so I've called it the Veterans IPA, a sessionable IPA. It's got pale malt, 4 kilo, 300 grams, 4.3 kilo pale malt, 940 grams of Vienna malt, but I'm sure I just dropped a kilo in kilo bag. And Cara malt, 188 grams. Hops, I used Magnum, Cascade and Simcoe. Start at boil, 20 grams of Magnum. Last 10 minutes, 20 grams of Cascade and 20 grams of Simcoe. And I also dropped 300 grams of lactose in as well at last 10 minutes. Last 5 minutes, 30 grams each of Cascade and Simcoe. And then at flame out, 30 grams of Mosaic. And then I dry hopped it 4 or 5 days in. 50 grams of Cascade and 50 grams of Simcoe, and just what I had left, I think it worked out at 36 grams of Mosaic, and it's not bad, and there's quite a lot of hops in there, so it's cloudy. It's just starting to clear out slightly, but I'm not fussed about that. Now the aroma on it, very tropical fruity, and when you take a drink there's a strong dry bitterness, very dry bitterness. It dries your tongue out, which I quite like. It's not a bad little keg filler if you like them sort of hops, which I do. I really like them. So what we've been doing, so since this beer I brewed another batch of the Irish Red, a 40 litre batch. I can't remember whether I've mentioned it in any other videos or whether I've videoed it, I can't remember. Anyway, I've brewed a 40 litre of Irish Red, which is in my chamber. And then on Friday, which incidentally was my birthday, I brewed Hop House 13 clonish. I've just, quite a while back, I asked on brew, Facebook or BrewTube page. I think it was BrewTube page. I asked if anybody got a recipe for Hop House 13, and you know, I can't remember his name. I'm rubbish. But somebody got back in touch with me and gave me a recipe, to which I brewed it on Friday. I did 35 litres, and that's in my chamber as well. In fact, I can show you. If you just give me a second. I've got quite a full chamber at the minute. So if we go down here and you look in there, we've got 60 litre fermenting at back. That's got 40 litres of Irish Red in, and then these two at front, I've got a, what have I got, 17, two fermenters with 17ish litres in, or just over, so we're around 35 litre mark in them two. And as you can see, this one has gone nuts. Well, they both have, and that we're using yeast that I'd harvested. And when I say harvested, it were more, I'll just sit you up there while I put this door back on. It were more just collecting slurry out at bottom of a previous batch of Irish Red, and just pitching it in, splitting it between them two fermenters. Didn't wash it, didn't, let me turn it away from that light, didn't wash it, didn't clean it or anything, just straight into a fermented clip lock tub, excuse me. And then on brew day, I just, on my hot liquor tank, when that was heating up, I just sat it on top of there, and it came back to life over an hour and a half. And then when it was ready for pitching, I just put half in one, half in other, and it's gone nuts. I know that's not the correct way of harvesting yeast, but I looked at it, it was just doing like a beer on beer, when you just ferment a beer straight on top of a yeast cake, and it's worked. I've been doing it for quite a while. One of my next brews, I can show you how I do that. But going forward, I'm thinking of trying to clean my yeast a bit better, to which I had a couple of gifts for my birthday from family. One at gifts was a stir plate, not a mega expensive one, magnetic stirrer. You just get that little plug and away you go. I think that is roughly around £30 mark, and I'm pretty sure it was from Amazon. If I think on, I'll put a link below in the description. So I got that. I also got a litre flask and a bit of a big boy, a 2 litre one as well. And the flasks came with a stir bar, and I have tried them on it, and it works a treat. If I think I'll even put a link to flasks as well, if I think on. So what I'm thinking is, when I do a brew of 35 litres and above, because certain ones now, like the Irish Red, I'm doing 40 or 50 litre batches of that, because there's a few fellas at work that I brew it for. not for money or anything like that. They're just more or less paying me what it's cost me just to do. They really like it, and that started with all this lockdown when everybody went nuts in the supermarket, and a couple of fellas asked me if I had any spare beers, and it just led on to me. I might as well just do your batch, and they love it. So that's why I'm doing that. I've probably made a rod for my own back, really, but at the minute I don't mind doing it. It gives me something to do on some of my days off. So that's what I'm thinking. Any batches above 35 litres, I'm thinking I need a yeast starter in them, really. I can put a couple of packs of yeast in, but a good yeast starter built up a day before, a couple of days before. And I've even, the way I've been collecting my yeast, I've even seen them do a starter with that and not even washing it. And God, I've got a frog in my throat today. I think that people, or some people, can be a little bit, how can I word it politely, a little bit too anal with, oh, you've got to wash this and you've got to do this, it's got to be spotless, and yeah, commercially, yeah, but when you're at home in your shed, you'll know what's gone into that beer. And like I say, I've been collecting that yeast slurry now and just dumping in, and it's been in, some of them have been in my fridge a month and a half, easy, a month and a half, and I've just took them out on brew day, warmed them through, pitched them, and within 12 hours they're going nuts. As you could see it carousing on them, that's been right up to the top from 17 litres. So it's working for me. I can't say that I've noticed any off flavours by doing it that way. And as for viability at yeast, how long it'll last, I don't know. But I'm getting good results at the minute, so should I change things? I don't know. See how everybody else is doing it on YouTube, and we might have a go that way, but I'm definitely going to build them up a little bit and take it from there. So that's my brewing, done that. Oh, them few beers on end, you can't really see them from here. There's a few beers, there's probably 2, 4, 6, 11 or something like that. There are a few beers I got for my birthday, my 51st. So the Hop House 13 that I brewed, that's now going to be called Hop 51, for no other reason than it was my 51st birthday. I also got a nice bottle of Connemara peated whiskey, which I can show you. Be easier to do it this way. So up there on my top shelf, where are we? Over here. I tried that Saturday night. I had a little one, and it's very nice. So I think that's it this week, really. I've got quite a few plans coming up, videos to do, things like that. It's just getting time. Weather put me off a bit the other day, because a couple of things I was going to be doing were outside. I was going to show you a few future plans, how I'm going to change it a little bit just outside of my shed. Whether that'll be this summer or next summer, I don't know, or even next, like winter just coming into spring. I'm thinking of taking my decking up, because it's rotten in one corner where I've had a plant pot. Taking decking up, reusing what I can, getting some more and decking it the full length across, getting rid of this far shed and putting some smaller storage for all my grains out there. We'll see whether that comes off or not, I don't know, but that'll be, won't be this year anyway, but things I'm looking at, just a few things like that. I've got all them bottles on there. They're all, well, majority are clean. There's a few up front to clean, labels off. I have to fill all them with that red. And I think that's it, fellas. I'm just rambling. So, for now, we'll leave it there for this week, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.